One, you have textiles and apparel. East African countries like Ethiopia and Kenya have been quietly building garment export industries, aided by AGOA. Even with the new 10% tariff, their labor costs are still low enough to stay competitive, especially compared to Chinese goods. So could these and other African countries quickly ramp up these industries, improve logistics, enforce quality standards, and form direct partnerships with U.S. brands? They could become the go-to sourcing hub for American fashion and retail. 2, critical minerals. See, the U.S. needs cobalt, lithium, and copper. That's why it's striking a deal with the DRC. The key word here is needs. Africa has them in abundance, but what it lacks is processing power. Right now, most African-sourced minerals are refined in China, then exported globally. But if African nations can invest in local processing, they could cut China out of the middle and become indispensable to the West's green tech and electronic supply chains. This is more than an export opportunity. It's a power play. 3, agriculture and agro-processing. See, Africa already feeds the world in many ways. Our coffee from Ethiopia, cocoa from Ghana, avocados from Kenya, and it holds over 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land. 60%. What's been missing is the infrastructure to scale, the investment to modernize, and the marketing to compete globally. But now, as American buyers are scrambling to diversify their sources, Africa's agricultural edge suddenly looks like a strategic asset. And this isn't just about raw exports, right? It's about building agro-processing industries that create jobs, add value, and keep more money on the continent. Then you have light manufacturing and pharma. Morocco is making auto parts. Egypt and South Africa are expanding pharmaceutical production. Rwanda is pushing into electronics assembly and medtech. These aren't just isolated efforts. They're the beginnings of something deeper, African industrial ambition. And in a world where U.S. firms want more friendly supply chains, these bets could start paying off fast.